Welcome to the Endless Honeymoon Podcast.
Hi, I'm Moshe Kasher.
And I'm Natasha Leggero.
We're a married couple that does a podcast together. And we are not getting on each other's nerves this week. We're not. Things have gotten better.
We actually had 3 therapists contact us from the pod. Licensed therapists.
More than 3. I had a couple slide into my DM saying, you mean a lot to me. I'm not going to come on the show, but here's my suggestions.
Well, I think that I would love to talk to them, but we just couldn't do it this week because we have a special guest.
We have a very special guest. We're very excited about it. In some ways, the reason that we're together, not really, but kind of maybe, this person...
I think she gave us both like a substantial bump in our careers.
That's for sure. I wouldn't be a professional touring stand-up comedian without our guest today. It's Ruth Bader Ginsburg from today's special guest, from Chelsea Lately. From Are You There? White Privilege. It's me, Chelsea.
Let's just call Chelsea.
It's Chelsea Handler. Let's give her a buzz.
Oh?
Hi, Chelsea.
Hi,
oh my God. Hi, guys.
Wait,
how are you?
Chelsea, I just realized because I hear the rain outside and you told me that since you came to visit me and the baby in the rain, whenever it rains in LA, you think of me. So maybe you were thinking of me tonight.
I know. That was such a romantic afternoon we had together.
We were just debating whether or not you're responsible for us being together. What do you think?
I would say probably.
Yeah.
How's your COVID?
My COVID's pretty strong. I mean, I've been at my house for about 4 weeks, and my sister's here now. She came with her 3 kids, so
really?
That was good. That was a nice change of pace.
And you guys are going to quarantine together?
Yeah, we're just going to stay here. They have spring break, so she brought the dogs and her 3 kids, and so now I have a full house, which is nice. It's like experiencing what my house would be like if I hadn't lived here.
Oh, if there was like a lively, vibrant family.
Like if there was a family.
But it's exhausting because like because I was thinking of you and I see your Instagram and you're like reading all these books and like you look amazing and I feel like I'm spending 10 hours. My baby's up for 12 hours. She naps for 2. So 10 hours a day we're spending with a toddler.
Well, yeah, that's what happens. That's why you don't have a baby.
That's why one doesn't have a baby. We went the opposite direction.
It's just like, this virus is proving to me like I've been right all along about so many things, like I'm so glad that I didn't have a baby because then I'd be stuck home with it like this, and then God forbid on top of it, a husband. And then on top of all of that, then I have to fucking homeschool him. Like I have to all of a sudden teach. It's like it's all of my worst nightmares combined.
And teaching's like a talent. Like you have to have such patience to be a teacher. Like most people can't do that.
And we're like all like adult infants too. It's like I don't know how I got roped into having to do childhood development all of a sudden. Like there was a reason that we were sending this kid to classes like 6 days a week.
Yeah, exactly. And also you don't know how much when you're under these kinds of circumstances, you're like, okay, how many, there aren't enough drugs in the world for me to like get through this. You know what I mean? And I welcome a little reprieve. Like I like being alone. I like being told not to socialize. I'm down with that for a period of time. I don't like obviously what it's doing to people economically and all of that. But, if someone says, oh, stay indoors, I'm down with it. But it's like, I'm so high all the time. The days just blur from one to the next.
What do you...
I wake up, like the other morning I woke up and I just like popped a mushroom capsule. I was like, I better just get this party started.
Well, that's so funny because that's actually how we're dealing with the childhood development things. We've been giving our daughter little mushroom caps. Very micro dose. Like the microest of doses.
You should give her a micro ayahuasca dose. Babies love that.
Our baby's basically on ayahuasca anyway.
Now that I know it's cool to give out medical advice and not have any repercussions, I'll just start giving it out.
Little baby ayahuasca. Honestly, there's a market for that in Los Angeles. I feel strongly.
Of course there is. Yeah, tell them. And then it's something that will also help the mother lose weight. You say that and you can sell anything.
Well, you puke when you take ayahuasca, don't you? So there's at least a little bit of water weight loss.
Yeah, sweating, exactly. And vomiting. And diarrhea. Yeah,
it's a beautiful drug.
It's basically a triple. Yeah, you hit it 3 ways.
Well, wait, Chelsea, so every night we have dinner, because we have been fighting a lot and it's been really kind of challenging and trying, because I used to have a nanny and, I'm kind of doing everything by myself and I'm also trying to work. But I've been very stressed, so I'm trying to like say 3 things that I like about each day at dinner and make everyone say it. And today our little daughter said it, and it was very cute. Like,
What'd she say?
Well, she said mommy's funny and did not say daddy's funny. So that was one of the low points for me today.
Yeah, that was your pit.
What's really sad is when her favorite things are like the TV she watched.
Yeah.
Because that's another issue. Because like it's obvious that your baby should not be sitting in front of the TV when their brain's developing. But like it is impossible to do less than 3 hours a day.
Yeah, I don't know how people don't do that.
Well, a lot of people do like 6 to 8, but like I'm trying to do 3, I guess, but it's impossible. And really, it should be 0.
Well, Chelsea, speaking of brain development, are you reading? What are you reading?
I'm reading like 3 books. I'm reading one by Glennon Doyle. I'm reading Untamed, and that's good. It's like little vignettes about, womanhood and being true to yourself and not being like, not falling into what society expects out of you. So it's too late for me.
Untamed.
I'm reading a Henry Kissinger book, which is really dense, but it's all about like international world history and world order and world dominance. And so that's like my high school. That's like my assignment book that I give myself. And then I'm reading some other like spiritual book. Oh, my alarm just went off to call you guys because I didn't want to forget.
Wait, so
I was like, I have to set my alarm. My niece just came upstairs because she's like, at 8, she goes, you have that call. And I'm like, no, it's not at 8, it's at 9. She's like, okay. And then I'm like, I'm going to bed. And then she came up, she goes, don't forget your call. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, that's sweet. You're teaching her how to be an assistant. That's so sweet.
I know.
Wait, so Chelsea, how do you divide that up? You're like, I have one thing that's homework, one thing that's fun, and then one thing that's spiritual.
Pure evil. Oh no, that was homework.
Oh, you mean for reading? Well, I just figure, I'm never going to have this time again. I have no excuse not to read like the hardest book on my shelf. I'm always going to be like, oh, I should read this, I should read that. So reading is at least, feels like you're filling your brain up with. Otherwise, if I start watching TV early in the day, I'm zapped. So I have to like save that. And I also can't watch the news because it's too depressing. So, I've taken to swimming in my pool, rich person's problems. I'm just trying to figure out different ways to use my own fucking house.
Hey, I saw The Karate Kid. It's not just rich people that have pools.
Oh my God, that's a good movie to revisit. Maybe I'll watch that with my family, The Karate Kid. Which one? The one with Elizabeth Shue.
That's the first one. Yeah. Karate Kid, a true classic.
We just ordered Chinese food, you guys. It was pretty bad.
Oh, we did our first to-go order yesterday. We did Indian food.
We couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, we finally gave up. We tapped out, and we had an incredibly intense sterilization process for the Indian food. There was multiple Tupperware containers.
Don't you wonder? I know it's so confusing. You're like, which gloves am I supposed to wear, and when am I supposed to wear them? Before I get in the car or after I get out of the car?
I think you're supposed to change your gloves often, and also if you wear gloves, you're not supposed to touch. You can still contract. Or, you're not supposed to touch your face with the gloves.
Right.
Don't you think there's going to be a point where people are just going to get so sick of staying indoors that they're just going to go, fuck it, I'll take my chances?
100%. I think we're like getting to the cusp of that. I feel like I can feel the vibration of everybody I talk to. They're reaching their limits.
Right. I just heard today in France they've banned jogging in the streets.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So maybe we're next for that.
Oh, for going outside.
I don't know. What do you think, Chelsea?
I don't know. I mean, it feels like New York might be hitting its little plateau. It looks like it might hopefully be, this is the worst is over. And that'll still be really bad, but I don't think that California is going to get hit in the way that New York got hit. It doesn't look like it.
I mean, how could we though, too? It's like just the mere act of riding a subway every single day. It's like you increase your chances so much.
It's just so crazy that the whole fucking world is shut down. And it's so crazy that we have these 2 governors. Gavin Newsom's on my TV in the background right now. His hair is so ridiculous. I mean, it's like, he looks like it's like an aardvark. I mean, honestly, have you ever seen hair like this on someone? It's just out of control.
I mean, Gavin Newsom...
And then Andrew Cuomo, it's like, oh my God, every morning I get up, I'm like in bed, I get ready with the dogs, and I'm like waiting for my 8 a.m. press conference with my other boyfriend. Oh my God, I fucking love Andrew Cuomo.
Oh, wait, so which one do you choose?
Oh, Andrew Cuomo. Gavin Newsom is like too straight up for me. You know what I mean? At least Andrew Cuomo is like, a little bit naughty or dirty or does something.
You think Cuomo would choke you and Gavin would look in your eyes, make deep eye contact?
Yeah. New Jersey. Like, we have a lot in common. I definitely think we would be on the same page.
No, but don't you know the story of Gavin Newsom? Gavin, he was like doing coke with his campaign manager's wife and fucking her, so he's got a bit of a freak in him too.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's
kind of hot.
Yeah, no, but I that's right. But that's not the kind of guy I want to hang out with, Gavin Newsom. I'd rather hang out with Andrew Cuomo. You know, I don't want like some jock, like some perfect looking stud. Like Gavin Newsom's too perfect. I find that questionable.
Oh, so that's why you never flirted with me.
So you know what that's like, Moshe.
Yeah, exactly.
Moshe,
That's why we never had any energy, Chelsea, because I was just like too perfect. I get it. Yeah.
We had dead energy.
That's right.
Hey, Moshe, speaking of the name Moshe, have you watched Unorthodox on Netflix yet?
Yeah, we just finished it. You know, Chelsea, by the way, that's the sect of Hasidic Judaism that my family is from.
Oh, perfect. I thought there was a connection.
Yeah, and finally there's like a gangster character on TV named Moshe. Lori Kilmartin just tweeted that she wanted to fuck Moshe. And did you find him attractive?
He was kind of hot.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I wanted to fuck him, but yes, I could see people wanting to fuck him, and that it would have headed in that direction.
Yeah, that was a trip. I mean, it was a pretty accurate portrayal of that community. It sounds like it's like your show and you created it. I mean, you're taking a lot of ownership over it. Well, no, actually, I took a show out. I pitched a show to Netflix, like a comedy about a guy escaping from Hasidic Judaism. And I watched the first episode of that show, and I was like, this is why they didn't buy it. This thing was already being made.
Oh, really? Yeah, that girl's pretty good. There's also another show called Shtizzle.
Oh, I've seen it. We saw a couple episodes of Shtisel. A little funnier.
Yeah. That's so funny. We're all Jewed out.
We're having a Zoom Passover tomorrow.
Oh, really? With whom?
With just some comedian. You want to join? You can join in. You want in?
It's some friends.
Yeah,
That's nice.
Nick
Kroll,
Chelsea Peretti.
Yeah, Eric Andre. Some classic Jews.
I think we're going to try to make
cute.
it 30 minutes.
Are you guys doing anything for Passover?
No, we're not. Or maybe we are. My sister's in charge of those types of things.
Your assistant, your 8-year-old assistant. She'll come in and
No,
say,
matzah time. My sister, I said. Moshe. My sister's in charge of the Judaism in our household.
Okay, well, Chelsea has a full house, so I think we should take a call and see if we can help them.
Let's do it. Chelsea, ready to do an advice call with us?
What am I doing? A live sex call? What did you say?
Yeah. It's Cuomo. We're calling Cuomo.
Okay.
Hey, honey.
Yes, honey.
You know about honey?
No.
It's awesome. I've used it. You know, the internet has so much stuff for sale. It can be impossible sometimes to find out what the cheapest version of that stuff is. And Honey is a thing that you just download into your browser and you
Honey, I have Honey.
You use Honey.
I use Honey.
Oh, that's what that's what I was talking about, Honey. Anyway, Honey, you get it in your browser, you go, you're getting ready to check out and buy a thing, and before you press finish purchase, you click Honey and you just have money taken off.
Honey automatically finds the best promo codes and applies them to your cart.
Yeah, your cart will be lighter. You will spend less money. There is no downside. It's free to download. You just put it in your fucking browser, click the thing, and save money. Why wouldn't you do this?
You can do this with flights, even though we're not flying right now. You know, you could do this with any kind of tech thing. We all need those right now.
They've saved people over $2 billion. $2 billion.
Clothing. I do it for clothes.
Not using Honey. I've used it. I've saved money with it. And you not using it, it's foolhardy. It's passing up free money. So get Honey for free right now at joinhoney.com/honeymoon.
It's free to use and installs in just a few seconds. Plus, it's backed by PayPal, so you know it's good and it's easy.
joinhoney.com/honeymoon. You got to do it. joinhoney.com/honeymoon. Hey, Tosh.
Yes, Moshe?
Are you feeling a little bit crazed and dazed and physically abused by staying indoors so much?
Yes.
I feel the same way. I'm trying to get some more vitamins in my life, especially.
We have to start taking vitamins.
Vitamin D, which is what the sun gives you.
I know.
And we're indoors all day.
The first week of COVID, I was taking like vitamin C packets every day, and now I just kind of like fell off.
Well,
now there's Ritual.
There is Ritual, and it's actually created by a team of scientists. They have obsessively researched each nutrient in their Visionary Women's Multivitamin. Sorry, fellas, not for you.
Ritual left out mystery additives, synthetic fillers, weird extras that could be found in some traditional multivitamins. And they're committed to showing you their nutrients, where it came from, and why they chose it. And they call that traceability.
I'll tell you what, I had a person in my life, I won't say who, he was feeling really lethargic and really down, and he had a friend say, well, maybe you're not getting enough vitamin D. He started taking vitamin D, he popped right back up.
Really?
I swear to God. Well,
That's
guess what?
amazing.
Ritual's clinical study of Essential for Women showed an increase in vitamin D levels and omega-3 DHA levels. This is all obsessively researched. It's vegan. The oils they use are vegan instead of fish.
And the thing I love the most about it is you can take them on an empty stomach, because I have a very sensitive stomach to vitamins. That's why I often don't take them. But I tried these, and I didn't even have to eat breakfast because, I do intermittent fasting.
Okay, honey. Well, listen, daily changes can lead to big results, so we suggest you start small today. Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off your first 3 months. They'll send it to your door. You don't have to go outside. This is quarantine-safe vitamins, ladies.
Try it out. Satisfaction guaranteed. Go to ritual.com/honeymoon to start your ritual today.
10% off your first 3 months at ritual.com/honeymoon.
We're going to call Sarah in Toronto.
Sarah.
Moshe?
Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. It's Natasha.
Hello.
Can you hear us okay?
I can hear you, yep.
It's Natasha and Moshe, and we also have our friend Chelsea Handler on the phone.
Hi, Natasha.
Hello.
I mean, is this no? You're Natasha.
I thought that was
Moshe?
No, I thought it was Sarah, and I thought it was kind of a hard diss to you, Chelsea. She's like, yeah. Anyway, hi, Natasha.
Hi.
Okay, Chelsea's here.
Hi, everyone.
Natasha's here. Sarah's here. Sarah, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, Sarah.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're all great. We're all really good.
How are you doing?
How's your COVID, Sarah?
My COVID's good. I think I'm managing to stay clear, but I mean, who knows these days?
Tell us why you contacted us, Sarah. Let's get into it.
Okay. So I am quarantining currently alone. I'm single. I live in a big city in an apartment by myself as well, so I don't have roommates or anything. And so I guess my question is about dating right now. So me and most of my friends are in the same situation as me, but we're all trying to continue dating on dating apps. I guess everybody's in sort of the same situation. Everyone's kind of feeling a bit collectively sexually frustrated, which is cool. But it's making guys on apps really creepy and sexual. and so I guess my question is, like, these are unprecedented times. I get it. Everybody has cabin fever. But do I maintain my regular boundaries? Or do I, let it slide a bit? And... I'm just a little bit lost in what to do here and whether I maintain my, dignity.
Honestly, men are so fucking unbelievable. I mean, we have an entire 2-year movement about not being able to control yourselves and to keep your hands to yourself and to not sexually assault women. All you have to do is not rape women. That's all men have to do. And they can't. And now we have a fucking coronavirus that is basically Mother Nature saying, okay, if you can't keep your hands to yourself now, everyone needs to go inside and you can't touch anymore. And men are still trying to rape women.
Guys,
rape women.
No, this is like a free period. You know what I mean? We got like a little ollie oxen free.
Rape us, it's good.
But how can they be?
Oh my God, it's a never ending.
How can they be pervy though if they're not going on actual dates?
She's saying they text something creepy immediately, as opposed to the way men used to act on dating apps prior to all of this. They were all the picture of decorum back then.
No, you don't have to put up with that. And by the way, stop dating. Okay, this isn't the time.
Well, that was going to be my question: is do I just what if this lasts for a year? Do I just stay?
What do you mean? You just can't do anything. Just keep to yourself.
I'm extroverted. I like to chat. I like to meet new people. I'm dying.
Wait, Sarah.
Well, call Natasha and Moshe every day.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
give
true.
her your number, you guys. And you guys can wake up together with her every morning. Keep her company.
Sarah, can you read us some of the examples of the creepy overtures that people have made towards you?
Okay, so it's a bit of a spectrum. There's like, I would say there's like sexual, there's like insulting, and there's creepy.
Sure.
So like sexual, for example, like, like the usual triage questions like, oh, where did you grow up? And like, how many siblings do you have? Everything ends up being sex related. It's just like one guy, he asked me what my hobbies were, and I asked him what his were back. And he just said, dating, ... like, can't wait to get laid again. Like, just out the gate, like within 5 minutes.
Have you ever found a triple whammy? That is a sexual, creepy insulter.
There is one that stands out, yeah. There's one, me and my friends have called him Buffalo Bill. And so he got sexual, but he also, like, he commented on, it was actually my friend's Hinge, like a person on Hinge. And he commented on her skin a lot. And then invited, like, I guess they were getting along, kind of. And then he invited her over by saying, don't worry, I've bleached the place completely.
Whoa.
So, yeah, it's just...
Well, Natasha, what do you think?
I mean, I think we need to like not get ahead of ourselves. We don't really know what's happening. This is a good time to just like not freak out. You do have to kind of just embrace the solitude a little bit, like what Chelsea's saying. Like, you can't, if you focus on being extroverted right now, that's just going to be very hard.
This is not a time for extroverts.
Yeah, right. I mean, you can FaceTime with people and do all that. Like, isn't that enough? I mean, you can't possibly be horny.
Yeah. I mean, work on your friendships and like see where we're at in 6 months.
Wait, Sarah.
I don't know. I guess you can be horny. Sorry. But I mean, it just doesn't really, it's not horny making this virus. I don't know.
No, it definitely is not.
Wait, Sarah, are you saying that you are horny?
Moshe, are you horny?
I'm just trying to, hold on. I was trying to insult her and I was going to try something there.
I mean, yes, but not from like the usual things. Like, I guess, yes, surprisingly, yes, I would say.
Wait, what are the unusual things? Are you like turned on by the COVID masks?
I don't know. It's just like unexpected. Like, there are no boundaries to life anymore. So like people and time, like it can be day, it can be, and finding like Sanjay Gupta very attractive these days.
Well, that's because you're
example,
desperate. No, you're desperate.
Like,
that's right. I feel the same way about
very
Andrew Cuomo.
articulate.
I want to have sex with Andrew Cuomo. I want to be with him romantically for a long period of time, and then I want to live together.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Do you think?
I hear what you're saying, but just keep your pants on is what I would say. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. We can all take a beat and just be chill for a second. It's not like a pressing issue.
That is.
I didn't even know we were taking calls. This is very exciting.
Oh, you didn't? Natasha didn't tell you?
No, I didn't.
So Chelsea Handler's advice to you is, in this time where we're all not wearing pants 18 hours a day, keep your fucking pants on. And
or take it down and you deal with it. You know what I mean? But just deal with it yourself.
And be lucky that you're not in a bad relationship, and like try to expand. Just try to like.
Yeah, can you imagine being married to some asshole and then they told you had to be in their house for 6 weeks with him? I mean, do you know how many people are getting divorced?
Yeah,
we're right on the border, Sarah. Just so you know.
And we have a good relationship.
Yeah.
That's why they're taking live calls. They're like, shit, we're gonna break up unless we pull out all stops.
No, but I think, my opinion.
But her original question was, should I hold myself with the same standards now during this COVID period as I do usually? I don't know the answer to that.
I just think that you should never do anything that makes you uncomfortable. If you're having a good time Sanjay Gupta style with these weirdos, then hey, have fun. But if they're making you uncomfortable, the answer has been the same before COVID and during COVID and after COVID. Never do anything you don't want to do. And because some guy's horny, you don't owe them politeness. Tell them to go fuck themselves. Chelsea?
So no free passes because this is weird and people are mentally a bit off.
No, you're not out of control of your sexual behavior because there's a viral pandemic that's related to the cold virus. No.
Okay, well, good luck, and just try to find a good book.
I would say, you know what I mean? What I would say is if you can, save up for a cruise.
Save up for a cruise? That's a great place to meet men right now. Absolutely.
Okay, Sarah, good luck.
Good luck, Sarah. Take care out there.
Thank you.
Bye. Chelsea, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. Sorry, I'm just pulling my pants up.
I know your family's there. Do you want to take one more call, or do you got to go?
Well, no, I think I'm good with Sarah. I have to go back down.
Okay, Chelsea, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night and have a great Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Chag
Happy
Sameach.
Pesach.
Happy Pesach. Thank you for joining us on the call, and actually, thank you for joining us as a couple.
Yes, thank you, Chelsea. Talk
Thank
to
you
you
for
soon.
thruppling.
Bye, Chelsea.
Bye.
That was awesome. Oh, Sarah. I do get it that everybody's
I
going a bit
know.
mad. You know what I mean?
I know. And the thing is, like, if you feel like doing something crazy and sexual, then do it. Maybe you feel different. It all has to come from you.
I'm also trying to wrap my brain around the guys who are texting Sarah. Why there's a collective unconsciousness of increased creepiness and boundary pushing.
Because these guys are freaking horny.
I just don't think that's it. I think that everybody's going a little mad. I mean, yeah, everybody's horny, but you have.
Guys are already pretty horny.
That is true. Actually, I gotta sign off right now.
You're horny.
Everybody's horny. Aren't women horny?
Not during an infectious disease cycle with a toddler.
Right.
Let's do some secrets.
So this is a secret I've told people later in life, as in when I got older, but I have never told my sister, or a handful of people, I should say. I went to middle school that was also at a church, and in 8th grade, and this was in Colorado, in 8th grade, a friend of mine and I played a game where we pretended there were bombs in our school. And one night we were at a church gathering and we went around the school and ditched and went around and wrote, there's a bomb in the music room on multiple, we wrote it with dry erase boards and chalkboards and on sticky notes and things like that. And then we left, and before we left, my friend said, we should probably go get rid of all those because tomorrow is the anniversary of Columbine. And this was the first anniversary. And being a little kid, I was like, I can't go through and do that. So we thought, there's no way they're going to take that seriously. And the next day when we got to school, about 2 hours into school, an announcement came on that there had been bomb threats and that they were canceling school. And I was terrified, and all my friends, so many people in the school were crying. Including my sister. Everyone was really scared, and me and my friend were so scared we were going to get caught. We didn't know what to do. We felt so guilty. And we never told anyone, and other people at the school had to do a handwriting test to see if they were responsible. And we think some people got expelled for it, and it wasn't them. I didn't tell anyone for a really, really long time at all. I think I've only told one person that I went to school with, but I've never told my sister because she was really upset that day. And I guess it's funny now, but it probably wasn't funny at all when it happened. Okay, that's my secret.
Somewhere in a prison cell is a man who got expelled from her high school for something he didn't do, and it sent him down a dark path of crime, drug addiction, abuse, and misery. And he is definitely an Endless Honeymoon podcast listener. And when he gets out, lady, he's fucking gunning for you.
It's so hard because in youth, you just don't really have introspection fully developed.
Well, that's why I don't understand why it's a miracle anybody makes it out of being a teenager ever.
I know. Sometimes I look at my daughter because she clearly just wants to party and have fun.
That's me too.
And I'm like,
that's your husband.
I know, it's me too. But then I'm like, how does that age? You know what I mean? Then you're a teenager who wants to party.
Yeah, and then you're an adult who wants to party, and then you die. I think that's how it ages. We were just talking to Chelsea Handler. I mean, we all want to party. She's doing mushrooms at 8 o'clock in the morning with her niece there. I mean,
That sounds fun, actually.
It does sound fun.
And she has like no responsibilities. There's like other like mothers there watching the kid because it's not really her kid.
Yeah. Well, if you're out there, lady, listening, just like I said, the chicken's gonna roost. So watch out for little Smiley.
Can we hear another one?
Hey guys, love the show, and I got a little secret. So I live with 2 roommates, and upstairs there's also 3 people, and the 6 of us get along really great. We always hang out like on the porch, we have parties together, it's all super duper great. And one of the effects of that situation is that whoever decides to collect the cans and bottles and returns it gets to keep the $20, $30, whatever it is. Well, recently, one of the guys upstairs, just kind of like in passing and with so much confidence, was like, hey, so next time you return the cans, you want to just throw our half in our mailbox? And I was like, I thought to myself, what? But I said, yeah, something like, yeah, sure, I'm not sure when I'll get to it, but sure. Because 1, we do get along. I didn't want to start an argument. And 2, I was like, that's not the system. What's he talking about? Anyway, to avoid a conflict and to like kind of get something out of it, I guess, there's this homeless guy in our neighborhood who rolls around with a shopping cart. So next time I saw him, I gave him our like 5, 6, 7 bags of cans and sent him on his way. The next time I saw the neighbor, he was like, dude, so did you return the cans? And I was like, no, man, someone must have stolen them. And so I feel like I did a good deed and I got a little subterranean victory. And so I think I'm going to keep this up in the future. Right on. Thanks.
I love this. It's like it's both dishonest and also really pure of heart. It's like kind of Robin Hood.
I like it.
But I don't understand the part where he gets $20 or $30 based on the discarded beer cans that him and his neighbors drink. Is that alcoholism?
No, I think it's like, 3 big bags of cans, I guess.
You get $30?
I don't know.
Man.
I've never done that before.
Let's start getting into it. We're out
You
of
want
work.
to start collecting
Hell
cans?
yeah. I don't have work right now. I'm going to go around the neighborhood and start stealing cans.
What was the thing? I forgot how they phrased it, but they said right now people are either like taking.
That was something different that you were telling me about last night.
I forget what
The people are either takers or givers, right?
they were saying, like takers or makers.
Uh-huh.
Like you're either
yeah.
taking and just like worried about your bottom line, your food supply, your toilet paper, whatever
Your
you
survival,
need,
your
survival, your health, your kids, or you're like really trying to like help everybody around you.
You're figuring out things to do in the face of this pandemic
Charities,
to help people out. We had some
help all of the waitresses at this comedy club, whatever that is.
We had some makers come by the house the other day, didn't we?
Oh yeah, my friends came over, some comedian friends, and they called me. They're like, you have to come outside. My neighbor called me, and I was like, you have to come outside. So I came outside, and I was with my kid. It was like 4:00. I finally broke down and had shown her the first 15 minutes of Frozen for the first time.
A dark day.
Yeah, because I was like trying to not show her that, and then finally I was like, do you want to watch Frozen?
It was either that or a mushroom cap.
For me. And so she said, yeah, so we're watching Frozen. And then I come outside when my neighbor calls me, and then all of a sudden the comedian friends are there with their kids, and they're all singing Christmas carols.
Who was it? Is it anonymous, you think? You think they don't want to be?
It was Rob Hubel, and it was Ed Helms, and it was Rob's wife Holly, and I didn't know Ed's wife, and then their kids are the same age as our kids.
Sweet. That's so
and then
sweet
they all
of them.
were singing, and they were singing in masks, and we were all keeping the 6-foot distance.
It's so cool of them though to come over to a Jewish family's house, scream Christmas carols with projectile spittle towards our house. I was gone, thank God.
I know. I told them, I'm so glad Moshe's gone because he hates Christmas carols.
I would have been furious. I would have been, get the fuck out of here, Rob. Get out of here, Ed. Not in my house.
But I have to say,
no, it's about as sweet as it gets. It's pretty awesome.
It's not just sweet. It gave me like some energy.
Well, totally.
And so if you do acts like that, it gives people energy.
Well, today in our neighborhood and in New York and in other neighborhoods where they're dealing with this kind of stuff at 8 p.m., there's this like spontaneous or semi-spontaneous, I guess, scream session that's been happening the last few nights, where all of a sudden the whole neighborhood is starting to cheer for the essential workers. And I was telling some friends about it because I was pretty touched by it last night. It was the first night that we noticed it. And
we were eating, and all of a sudden, everyone outside starts screaming.
yeah, I had noticed weird things before, but I couldn't tell if it was actually a thing or not. And my friends, my video game friends, were like, "That's kind of cheesy when people do that." And I was I was like,
Your video game friends.
"Well, I hear you," but I was like, I got a little defensive about it. I was like, "Well, it's not cheesy," but then I thought about it, I was like, "Well, maybe it is cheesy," but like maybe that's what's kind of touching about it. It's
So
like,
you guys are like playing video games
Hold
and
on.
also like talking about like
yeah,
things that are happening in the world and
Yeah.
politics.
yeah. Can I finish my anecdote?
You have the gun. You have the gun. Can I get the gun? Oh, so what do you guys think about
Oh, fuck off.
Okay, tell me the rest.
No, it's all good.
No, I hear you. It's cheesy. I mean, cheesy. I don't know what we're
It's
post
just-
that.
Exactly. That's my thought. It's like, yeah, well, maybe it is cheesy, but it's like, it's sincere, and sincerity is inherently cheesy. Absolutely. But like, to me, when I heard everybody screaming, I mean, it's very nice that they're screaming for the essential workers, but really, what the reason that people are doing that in New York and here and other places where they're coming out onto the balconies in Italy and singing opera, yes, okay, it's for the essential workers, and we should be so grateful for those people, but also it's because we are not designed, human beings are not designed to be isolated. We're designed to be in community, and so that's as close as we could get. So yeah, it's a little corny, but like, it's a good kind of corny. So anyway, to the degree that you can be a maker by taking, that guy's a maker and a taker. He took money from his neighbor who was trying to do some kind of weird hustle on him, and he gave it to a local homeless guy, and he got to have a good secret. So thanks for calling.
Okay, let's listen to one more.
Hey, I'm a huge fan of the show. You guys are getting me through social distancing and quarantine, so thank you. My secret is that every time I go to work, I go to the bathroom to poop at the same time every day. Obviously, this was before we were all sent to work from home, but anytime I'm in the bathroom pooping and somebody tries to come in it's like a single stall bathroom, I have to say, "Oh, somebody's in here," but I use a different voice every time because I don't want people to know that it's me who's pooping. So I'll try to like mimic a coworker's voice and just say, "Someone's in here," or I'll try to hit them with like a really deep, like, "Somebody's in here," and I just try to change my voice so that they don't know that it's me, but I'm pretty sure that they know it's me. Anyway, I hope you guys keep making episodes. You're saving my life. And I love you guys. Bye.
I love how regular she is.
Very regular.
How do you get? I have never paid attention really to when I shit.
What? You shit? That's literally, I'm not even joking right now, Natasha. That is literally the first time in our relationship you have ever made a self-referential defecation reference. Ever. Number one, this is the first time ever.
Post-COVID, baby.
Yeah. You know what you're being right now? Sexual, creepy, and a little bit insulting. Hey, Tosh.
Yeah, Moshe.
Have you noticed how I only put on pants for these podcast tapings? It's true. There's no need to wear pants anymore.
I know, it used to be like makeup. Now it's just like you're dressed. The kid's always naked.
The most important thing when you're wearing your underwear all day long is to make sure you have incredibly comfortable underwear.
That is true.
And I do because I got sent some MeUndies. They're so soft.
They look so cute on you.
Thank you. They're nice. They gave me some purple boxer briefs. I really genuinely love them, and I'm an underwear freak. They don't ride up. They're really, really nice and soft.
MeUndies are made with soft, sustainable fabric and available in sizes extra small to 4XL, which I think is what Moshe is.
I have a medium in most of it, and then in the crotch it's a 4XL. They made a custom one for me.
MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. For any first-time purchases, you get 15% off and free shipping.
Again, you need these things shipped to your house because you can't go to the store anymore. Lounge around in a pair of MeUndies. It's a no-brainer because there's a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If I'm wrong, if I'm lying, you can send it back and get your money back.
Yeah, no, they're great. They're very cute. And
so just go to MeUndies.com/honeymoon for 15% off your first order, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. That's MeUndies.com/honeymoon. Hey, Tosh.
Yeah, Moshe.
Remember when you were going to start that online glass bong company?
I hate bongs.
But remember, and the shipping, it was too overwhelming for you to deal with, so you never ended up getting that business off the ground. Well, it's too bad you tried to start that business before Shipstation was around. Shipstation is a company that helps you take all of your mailing issues if you are an at-home business that uses shipping, and it makes it super simple for you to send stuff out.
No matter what you're selling, Amazon, Etsy, or your own website, Shipstation brings all your orders into one simple interface.
And they make it super easy to manage from your cell phone, any device. Shipstation works with all the major carriers, USPS, FedEx, UPS, even Amazon Fulfillment, so you can compare and choose the best shipping solution for you and your customer.
They even offer big discounts on shipping costs. Now, any business can access the same postage discounts that are usually reserved for large Fortune 500 companies. You'll always know that you're getting the very best deal that you can.
So right now, Endless Honeymoon listeners can try ShipStation.com for free for 60 days when you use the offer code HONEYMOON. Make sure your business is ready to meet the demands of delivery culture. Get started at ShipStation.com.
Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, type in honeymoon. That's ShipStation.com, then enter offer code HONEYMOON.
ShipStation.com.
Make ship happen.
Okay, let's give a call to Brooke in Sonora, California.
Hello?
Hey, Brooke, it's Natasha Leggero and Moshe Kasher.
How? Holy shit. Hello.
Would you rather have sex with Sanjay Gupta or Andrew Cuomo?
Sanjay Gupta. He seems pretty smart.
Wait, smart? What is that? She didn't ask if you'd rather have a symposium with him.
I'm with you. I like fucking smart guys.
Sure.
Right?
You're goddamn right she does. Something we can all get behind.
What's up?
Nothing much, guys. Just craziness. I started seeing this guy 3 weeks ago during quarantine.
How'd you find him?
Tinder, of course.
Okay, so you guys connected on Tinder, and then you were like, let's be each other's quarantine hookup?
Yeah,
Got
exactly.
it. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, people were trying to sort that out a few weeks ago.
Yeah, people were scrambling. It's kind of funny to think there's a bunch of people right now going like, damn it, if I had waited one more day, I maybe could have found a different quarantine person.
Exactly.
So is that what's happening with you?
What?
Is that what's happening with you?
Yeah. I needed to get laid, and my cousin made me go on Tinder, and I was like, all right, let's find somebody. I just, it'll just be a booty call. I've grown a lot. I won't get attached. Problem is, I go on a couple of meetups at this guy's house, and I really like him and stuff like that. But I've noticed, even though I've grown so much, I still kind of do these same tendencies that I think are scaring off all these men that I see.
Like what?
Well, I'm a very anxious person, kind of freak out. I mean, I smoke 5 cigarettes waiting for your call. I'm in, I just...
Well, smoking's supposed to be really good for COVID, so keep it up.
Yeah. Oh, crap. What was I even going to... Oh,
you were going to tell us, your behaviors that push men away.
Yes. I kind of put on these different hats. So, I was super nervous. This is the first time I've been with, I'm 18. I'm kind of young. He's,
You're 18?
Yeah, I'm 18.
You really have smoked a lot of cigarettes.
I have.
She's like V. Arthur. Yeah, I was horny. I had to
get laid.
Get on Tinder.
Yeah, I had to pound it out real quick before COVID started. I'm chain smoking Pall Malls over here.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Do you know who B. Arthur is, by the way?
There's no way.
No.
You don't? Do you know what the Golden Girls are?
Of course I do. I love them.
She was the tall one.
He was the tall one. Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
So what you're anxious, and how old is he? You're about to say how old he was.
He's 24.
Okay, not bad.
Okay, so how's it going? So you just feel like you like him too much now?
Yeah. No, I'm it's not like I'm in love with him or something crazy. I just, I feel like the first time, super awesome. We super clicked. Like, he's another weird theater kid, super smart.
Theater kid? Is that what you said? Theater?
Yeah, I did say theater.
But you don't know who B. Arthur is? She's merely a stage legend.
She was born in like 2014.
Yeah, but you know your history. God damn it, Brooke. Okay, so he's a theater kid. How'd you find another theater kid on a dating app?
I honestly, he said nothing about it. It just came up in our date, and it was kind of awesome. Like,
does he zip zap zop when you guys are fucking?
Of course he zip zap zops. He's an improv.
So what's the behavior that you feel like you do that you're like, fuck, why did I do that?
Yeah, I divulge too much information. I have a running mind, and I just spew out all this crap, and I'm not necessarily myself, and I don't feel like I'm putting off the best version of myself, which kind of sucks, because then I'm like, all right, he's not going to want to see me again. I mean, I texted him today, and he messaged me back, but there's no like, oh, let's meet up like we were supposed to, whatever. And my friend Sophia thinks it's because like I farted in my sleep and like screamed.
Why of all things did your friend latch onto that very specific scenario? Do you fart in your sleep a lot?
Well, she probably told her that she did.
No, yeah, I don't. But he fed me a lot of like Viking food, like meat and potatoes, and then we.
All right, don't you do improv on the call here, Brooke. But I think I hear what you're saying. Like, you're anxious, and so when you get around him or guys in general, you start, and you're a theater person, so you're probably annoying. You start. So you start like, well, it's true. You start like, you perform a little bit, and you don't get to be your true self, and then that you think anyway it makes men or people alienated somehow because you're not being a genuine version of yourself. Is that right?
100%. Yeah. I got a lot of baggage, even though I'm 18, I'm young, but like I'm weird. I got fucking, I'm a theater kid. Obviously I got alcoholic parents and shit like that. Like, it's normal. But
I think you have to use this time maybe as I think this is a good time to just sort of like challenge yourself and work on yourself and acknowledge what these things are that you want to be. And maybe the next time you're with him, try to like say less. If you're like, I don't know, just try to experiment with your personality a little bit. You're 18, see what makes you feel good. See what makes you feel bad. Don't do the thing again that made you feel bad. Just like start putting different stuff out there. I don't know.
Yeah. No.
Or do less. That's another thing.
Yeah. I need to listen more. That's a big thing. Like, I just need to know how to shut up. Like,
that's what I was going to say, Brooke, is when you're around a man, you shut up and listen, let that man talk. No, I'm just kidding, Brooke. And
you shouldn't, obviously you shouldn't just like make yourself shut up.
No, I think what you were saying was good, Natasha. Like, you're still probably in some ways getting to know yourself even, right? And being yourself to yourself is the difficult enough process. Being yourself around another person that you're trying to impress and that you're sexually attracted to, well, that takes a long time. It takes a long time to have that kind of confidence and to figure out how to just like not be performing. I mean, everybody does a version of what you're talking about, and then everybody.
Right.
And his energy might even, you might need a certain type of person because his energy might make you feel like you're bombing or something, like he might not be giving you what you want, and that's what you're kind of feeling, and maybe that's not the right relationship for you. You shouldn't have to change who you are.
Well, yeah, I mean, my other thought is like, if what you're actually after is figuring out how to be a more genuine version of yourself, it probably isn't going to help being in a booty call only, no feelings situation during a pandemic. Like that, those aren't the ideal the ideal petri dish to grow your genuine self. Nothing wrong with a booty call, as Natasha knows. I used to love a booty call, but
if they're not making you feel good, you might as well just be like, hey, I can't hang out tonight. Sorry, I just want to watch, I want to watch all of Woody Allen's movies.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what the theater community of the 18-year-old theater community is into these days.
I don't know what they will.
Now, do you know who Woody Allen is?
Of course I know who Woody Allen is. Yes.
Yeah, he was also in the Golden Girls. Now, so yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with like trying to get your rocks off and have some company during a quarantine. But if you're feeling, if it's not making you, just like Natasha said, if it doesn't make you feel good, or if you're getting attached and not getting that reciprocated, I just think like more will be revealed. I know that it's probably annoying to hear, but you're 18 and I couldn't get into a serious relationship till I was 33 when I met you. Is that when we started dating?
Yeah.
But I do think probably dating someone with more communication. I mean, I'll tell you the shortcut to becoming more genuine, Brooke, if you really want to do it.
Yeah.
Is to say to this guy the next time you see him, and you're never going to do this. You won't do this. But you sit down to him and you say, I am having a difficult time being my full self around you. Maybe I'm nervous.
I'm going to say that. I can say that. I have balls.
Yeah. You have balls. That's a whole new twist to the story.
And how do you think why should she say that?
I'm saying, what's the goal here? If the goal here is to calm down.
Yeah.
Do you disagree with me?
No, I don't know. Tell me.
I'm just saying, if the goal here is to calm down a little bit, because Brooke's a little manic. We've only known her for 5 minutes. She said, I'm a theater kid 19 times. Like, if the goal here is to just be a little calmer version of herself and to be able to be more real, then the quickest road to being real is to say, I'm feeling like I'm not being real. But that's also very nervous. And to be honest, a 24-year-old guy, that could freak him out. He'd be like, I was just here for the theater pussy. I don't know why we're talking about feelings right now. But that's what I'm saying.
Well, okay, I would say if you're going to do that, just also do it in the spirit of being willing to walk away.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm all right with that. I mean, I met the guy twice, I felt like, if maybe I'm more honest with him and maybe I take the time to be like, hey, this is actually what I'm looking for. This is actually what I want. Maybe he'll be more open to something and not, I think the age thing really throws him off, which is totally understandable. It's just, I also have a problem of, I see him as like a better than me. And that's an issue.
That's interesting.
And I don't,
why do you, why?
Well, I obviously I lack life experience that he has. He's traveled, he's been to college, he has a good family, and I'm kind of like, I'm this broken, weird 18-year-old living in the mountains trying to figure out
theater kid. Say theater kid.
Sorry, I'm weird kid. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure it out, and so it's hard to be like, no, this is who I am, and I'm sure of myself, because I am in a lot of ways, and I have become that. But it's still hard when I am thrown with someone so different than I'm used to.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you think, Tosh, but the truth is, like, a lot of those are stories that you're telling yourself about yourself, and they aren't even necessarily all that true. And they're also stories you're telling yourself about him. You don't know that guy that way. You met on Tinder and hooked up twice. Like, he's got problems. He's got his own version of weirdness and
it also
insecurity.
doesn't seem safe to be fucking him, because
why?
He could be fucking other people.
Oh, you mean COVID safe?
Yes.
I mean, I wasn't even going to get into that.
He does not seem COVID approved.
Well, neither does she. I mean, neither of them really. How do we know? COVID approved. I do like that phrasing. That's true.
No.
Like, what are the odds he's got another little COVID booty call?
I even asked, I was like, hey, I kind of live in a household with some people a little bit high risk. Like, there are a lot of Tinder dates coming through, because I can't really come over if that's the case. Like, he said there weren't. He doesn't know anyone up here, but also he's on Tinder as well. So there's like, what are the odds he's not finding a different piece of ass or something like that?
Well, regardless of this guy, I mean, the reality is this guy is not going to be a lasting figure in your life, unless, of course, he's the person that gives you COVID-19 and you end up in the ICU. You'll always remember him then. But if that's not the case, this guy will come and go, and there'll be probably dozens and dozens more before you find somebody that you want to hang out with and stay with for a long time. The bigger thing is, like, this to me, what I'm hearing. Bigger
Yeah.
thing is like you, the story you're telling yourself about yourself, all of those things that, that some random 24-year-old is better than you because he's 7 years older than you and went to college. It's just like, what? Why? Like, there's a lot of idiots in college too. And there's a lot of, there's nothing better about him or worse about him. He's just another person. And you trying to figure out how to be yourself when you're dating and is all kind of folded in and connected to this idea that you have. This is just what I'm hearing first blush about yourself. And like, so maybe now it's COVID-19 time. Natasha says that booty calls are not COVID approved. Maybe you could take this time. You're 18 now. You're an adult. Maybe take this time to figure out who you are. Get to know yourself a little bit. And then when the pandemic ends, you'll walk out of here all fierce and better, like Lady Bird. You'll be like, I'm no longer Lady Bird. I am Brooke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the one problem with that is you can't do a lot of social practice during COVID.
That's true.
So I think you have to like also kind of follow your passions a little bit. Think about what especially if you're alone and you have time and you have the luxury of not having to work because, a lot of people still do have to go to work. But if you are kind of sitting around, like try to like become an expert on something or, watch or read something that interests you, like go deeper.
Yeah, go deeper into the filmography of B. Arthur. That would be our main suggestion. Figure out who B. Arthur is and how she can influence you as an artist.
And fuck that guy.
Or don't fuck that guy. Or do fuck that guy.
No, don't fuck that guy, actually.
I do whatever you want. If you get horny, fuck him. But he's not better than you. He's just some guy.
All right.
All
I
right.
like that. I just need to, I think I'm just going to tell myself that, and that's probably what I just need to do is be like, they're just a fucking person. And that's kind of, I just build it up in my mind like they're going to be some magical thing, but it never is. And I just freak out. That's, thank you guys.
Well, good luck. And
Good luck,
keep
Brooke.
smoking cigarettes, whatever you do. Okay? Happy COVID.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Oh, she was sweet. A real curveball when she said she was 18.
She seemed extremely mature.
Yeah, but then we talked to her a bit and we realized no. Well, she was sweet. That was a fun episode, Tosh. You don't want to know what one of the highlights, remember you were talking about your 3 highlights? Mm-hmm. Well, my highlight every time we do this is doing this podcast with you.
Aww.
You know why?
Why?
It keeps me, it keeps my comedy brain going. It keeps me busy. It keeps me focused. And I get to do it with somebody that I think is pretty cool, like a good pal. That I love.
I love you too.